American football. I'm going to give you the proper basics to understanding the American football game if you're from a different country who wants to learn about the American football game. Now, it's 11 on 11, obviously. Let me back this camera thing up a little bit here. There it goes. All right. Now, it's 11 on 11. You have skill positions, which will be quarterback, running back, wide receivers, tight end. You have offensive linemen and defensive linemen, which are generally bigger guys. Offensive linemen are known to be fat. A lot of people say they're slobs, this and that. But they're very athletic. They got to be athletic and quick feet. Because the defensive linemen are fast and big and powerful. The main job of the offensive lineman is to protect that quarterback. Open up holes for the running back. Protect them from passing the ball. So they can get time to throw the ball. You need about 3 to 4 seconds to run a play in the NFL as far as passing goes. Now, the thing is, you get 4 downs. The American football field is 100 yards long. You get 4 downs to advance the ball 10 yards. But in reality, it's really 3 downs because every time it goes to 4th and 4, 4th and 1, whatever, they generally punt the ball. So basically, you have to advance the ball. They have a kickoff, right, from the 35, 45. I forget which one it was. It was one and this and that. But they have a kickoff. They kick the ball off. If it goes through the end zone or whatever, the receiver downs the ball, it'll come out to 20. So it'll be 1st and 10. They have 4 downs to get to the 30. But, like I say, if they don't, they'll punt the ball. Each time they get a first down, say they get a first down on first play, they go 10 yards, 12 yards, whatever, to the 32-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 again at the 40, to the 10, another 10 yards will be the 42-yard line, so they have to pass that to get another first down. Now, a field goal is worth 3 points, a touchdown is worth 6, and a point after is, which is basically a field goal after you score a touchdown, is worth 1. Now, a lot of times, me personally, if I was coaching an NFL team, we would seldomly punt the ball because I have faith in my offense, this and that. Now, you'll notice any team in the National Football League that is actually viable has a good quarterback. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. They have good quarterbacks, and most importantly, they have a good defense. Because a good quarterback can make receivers look good, a.k.a. Mark Clayton, Mark Duper in Miami back in the 80s with Dan Marino. A good running back is kind of important, but not as important as it once used to be, because a lot of teams like to spread the field out right now, which what that means is they go like 4 or 5 wide receivers now instead of the customary 2-back or 1-2 sets over there. Football is very easy to understand once you're watching it. If you watch a team right now and the marker says 2nd and 4, that means they got to go 4 yards to get a first down. And they want to keep advancing the ball towards the other team's goal line. So if they do get a touchdown, it's 6 points. They kick the point after, it's 7 points. It's very simple to understand once you see it. Now, you'll notice the defensive quarterbacks now, especially like Deion Sanders, one of the greatest, probably the best quarterback ever. Quarterbacks are average about 6 foot, maybe 190, 200 pounds at the most. Safeties are about 210, 200, 215. Receivers go anywhere from like 5'11 to 6'4, about 230 pounds at the most, to about 200, 190 pounds. The day of the small receiver is over. See, the NFL is a changing sport right now. It's evolution. Players get bigger. Positions get bigger. Running backs now, like I said, we got a mean running back in Cleveland. Trent Richardson, he's 5'9", 230 pounds. But he didn't do nothing last week because the Cleveland Browns offensive line can pass block somewhat, but run block, they have no fucking clue. If you're a person that wants to follow the NFL and you want to pick a new team right now, I would suggest picking a team like the Patriots, Steelers, Cowboys, or someone of that stature. You don't want to pick a shitty team right now because you're going to sit there and wonder when they're ever going to win a title, this and that. There are so many teams out there that are enjoyable to watch. I'm trying to think right now how to explain it. If I had a chalkboard, I'd be able to explain it better for you, this and that. Let me see. A safety is 2 points. That means like if you get tackled in your own end zone, that's 2 points. Your ball come out to the 30, you can either punt it or kick it. I'm trying to give you a basic idea, concept of what this game's about. But the most important thing is 1st and 10, 2nd and 4, something like that. You'll see it on the numbers on the screen, this and that. We have penalties, interference. Obviously, when a receiver's going for the ball, you're not allowed to touch him when he's going up for the ball. It's called interference. There's a lot of certain rules. I really can't explain it. I'm not good at explaining things, this and that, obviously, as you can tell. But the basic fundamental of the game is if you're watching it on TV and you see what's going on, that 50-yard line is midfield. We have 4 quarters, which consist of 15 minutes a quarter. We have a halftime. And we have a 2-minute warning. And usually when the game's at the end, you have 3 timeouts each half. You have a coach, coaching staff, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, a bunch of coaches, this and that. Well, this isn't too good. But you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. The main thing you need to realize is 1st and 10. Sometimes you'll see 1st and 20, 1st and 25. That's when the penalty is a personal foul, something like that. It might be 2nd and 30. You're wondering yourself, how the hell is it 2nd and 30 when it's supposed to be 2nd and 10? They have a penalty. Interference call, whatever, offensive interference, whatever. They back the ball up and you have to go 30 yards instead of 10. But that doesn't happen that much. It's usually like 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10. And like I said, you get 4 downs if it's about 10 yards, but you might as well say it's 3 downs. Because usually when a team's in 3rd and 8 and they get 6, 4th and 2, they're going to punt the ball, which I wouldn't. That's why I'd be the best coach out there. NFL, if you understand the game, which it should be a lot easier, like rugby, it looks like it might be entertaining to watch, but I don't understand it, nor do I want to. But there are people out there that want to understand American football, and I don't know why you wouldn't, because it is it's the best sport in America right now. Nothing else competes to it in America. Soccer, basketball, baseball. In America, the National Football League is our sport. All right? There's nothing better. Just like in your country, soccer or rugby, whatever, that's your sport. You probably don't care about our sport. But in our sport, if you don't like football, you're not American. You're not fucking American. You're not a man. You're not a fucking man. Now, college football, I won't get into that, but it's basically the same thing. I don't watch college football. A lot of people ask me why this and that. I just don't get into college football. I like the pro game better. It's just, I love pro. I've been a Browns. I first started out with the Washington Redskins from 72 when they went to the Super Bowl. My front running colors came out right when I was 1972. They played the Dolphins. I liked them until 79. The Cleveland Browns played at Cleveland. They beat the Browns. Now, I chose the Browns after that for some fucked up reason. If I stayed with the Redskins, I'd have 3 Super Bowls right now. A Super Bowl is the final game of the year when we pit the team from the AFC, American Football Conference, against the National Football Conference, which would be, let's say, the Cleveland Browns going against the Green Bay Packers. Whoever wins that game is deemed Super Bowl champion. That's how we determine our champion. In the playoffs, we have 6 teams making from each conference. At least that's the last I did. Yeah, 6 teams making from each conference. It used to be 5, but now it's 6 teams. We have 4 division winners and 2 wild cards. And the better the team is, the worse opponent they're going to play. What else? It used to be a lot better, but now they're making the rules because of all the head trauma, this and that. Oh, and the reason that these players wear pads, a lot of people wonder why they wear fucking pads. Let me tell you something. You got a guy like Ray Lewis, 6'2", 245, 50 pounds, this and that, running at 4.3 speed. If he collides into somebody without pads, he's going to either kill him, kill himself, this and that. The bottom line is, without pads, the players in this league are all going to be injured because this is a brutal sport. And then you're going to be seeing 4th stringers, 3rd stringers, this and that. You're going to be seeing players that aren't even good playing the game. And the NFL can't risk that. They can't risk injury, number one, but who wants to watch 3rd stringers, this and that? No one wants to watch a team dictated their season by players being injured. So you have to wear pads. When you got big, fast men coming with that fucking speed and that force, someone's going to die out there if they don't wear pads. That's why we have to do it. Now, I notice in rugby, I don't see too many people running at full speed up there. I don't know nothing about it. I'm not even going to get into that. But in football, you have to wear pads. Because if you don't, someone's going to die out there. Believe me when I tell you that. There's going to be probably hundreds of deaths a year playing football, or paralyzations, whatever. And if you get paralyzed, I ain't even going to go there. So anyway, that's the basic rules and principle of the American football. I probably didn't explain it good. Because, man, I need a fucking chalkboard. If I had a chalkboard, I could be doing this. Like, what's his name? Lombardi, Vince Lombardi. You ever see that commercial? They show him whatever. I'm rambling. I'm not a good explainer. I'm not a good guy, Eddie. I'm not a good guy. Them guys you were trying to kill? Whatever. I'm going through the 16 blocks. I'm mental. I'm not doing this.